Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. 130K by April. Now, this is a prediction here by XRP Crypto. We heard from Anthony Pompliano that as soon as Bitcoin reaches its all-time high, it really doesn't take that long for it to double after that. So, all-time high in the past was about $69,000. How quickly could it go to 130? Now, this is not quite double, but XRP Crypto here is saying the upper limit of the white curve line as of April 2024 is around $130,000. The longer it takes for Bitcoin to touch it, the higher the price could be. Now, we've seen these types of prediction models for Bitcoin in the past. We've seen Bitcoin price appreciation really kind of soar when the price was lower. And as time went on, we saw diminishing returns, right? This concept that, as the Bitcoin behemoth got larger and larger, the returns were less and less. And this is commensurate with altcoin popularity, I am assuming. I'm not saying that that is a fact. But, as speculators saw more opportunity in the market, they moved away from Bitcoin into altcoins, of course, always still investing in the king crypto. But guys, here's what we're seeing today. And he has plotted some Fibonacci's, the 0.702 from every single cycle, moving back 1, 2, 3, 4 different cycles. And here, if we hit the 0.702, which now we have surpassed it for 2024, this assumption would lead us, the top price prediction here, about $130,000 per BTC. So where is Bitcoin right now, guys? We just recently made a new all-time high on the Bitcoin chart. We got roughly right up there, guys. You can see it OHLC under the H, which is the high. Whoops, you can see it over there, 73,794. So almost $74,000, at least on this exchange, for one Bitcoin. So the big question is whether the Bitcoin halving will lead to a sell-off or follow past patterns by doubling in price. Well, saying this time is different is a risky sentence to say. I've been suggesting this since early 2022 that this cycle could resemble 2016, but with a 10x factor. So guys, the other thing we have to remember, all this new institutional money has come into the space. We know that demand is very, very high and supply is limited. In a video I did the other day, we took a look at some of the exchanges and how much Bitcoin they actually had on hand at that particular moment. And it is not a lot. So if this institutional demand keeps up, logic would dictate that Bitcoin price would go up along with it. So for altcoin holders, rooting for Bitcoin to rise could lead to significant pumps in altcoins. And this is exactly me, okay? I love Bitcoin, I hold Bitcoin, but I also hold altcoins, and I am looking to maximize my profit potential this rally. You can find out what I'm trading at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. If you guys are interested in seeing my portfolio, the $10,000 plus portfolio has now risen to about almost $14,000 in capital. So I have invested now almost $14,000, and I got into a few more positions the other day. Some of those cryptocurrencies have done very, very well so far. Portfolio is looking very robust. Some of those cryptos have still yet to fly. So patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. If you guys are interested in seeing what I'm trading, I'm showing you guys every trade that I do, pushing the buy button, and you guys will also be seeing me pushing the sell button when the time is right. So check it out if you guys are interested in that. So what's happening now? Well, we're seeing a bit of a retracement for Bitcoin, and it's down to about 72,800. Not a huge retracement, nothing terribly violent. XRP right now on the chart trading at about 68 cents over the last couple of hours. We did see a pump, a questionable pump to the upside here, surpassing 70 cents yet again. But now momentum is coming back down, and we're trading back in this zone here at about 68 cents per coin. Unfortunately, but I think that is just temporary. For now, Will Clement here posting this. The real Bitcoin dominance is Bitcoin relative to other stores of value. This is something we don't really talk about. So when you take a look at traditional markets, and it feels like I have not really been paying attention to the traditional markets as much as I used to way back in the day before I got into cryptocurrency, but it's always good to get your thumb on the pulse of other markets too. Okay, gold, $15 trillion. We got real estate at $640 trillion, equities at $50 trillion, the bond market $130 trillion, and Bitcoin at $1 trillion. So store of value dominance for Bitcoin right now is at 0.001%. Very important point to mention here. He also retweeted out Andrew Kang's tweet. You need to start thinking about Bitcoin dominance against other asset classes instead of just altcoins. So generally what we do, we look at Bitcoin dominance in terms of the altcoin market, generally because these are the charts that are readily available for us. Like for example, well, I guess we should take a look up here. Bitcoin dominance has come down a little bit, 51.9%. As altcoins, some altcoins in particular, like Solana, wow, getting very, very close to its all-time high now, $171 per Solana, up 11.72% in the last 24 hours. We've got Dogecoin is up 7.15. So some of these altcoins obviously taking off. But when the entire altcoin market really starts to do well, that is when we see Bitcoin dominance go down. But Bitcoin dominance against other asset classes, that is also very important to make note of. There is also a very real scenario where you get a huge Bitcoin dominance move where Bitcoin goes up and stocks, real estate, currencies go down and liquidity drains from other assets into Bitcoin. So that's the other thing to mention here. Bitcoin is only at $1 trillion. Think of all the money that are in these other asset classes that could go into Bitcoin if some kind of an event happens where people decide, look, this is what I want to get into, kind of like this. Chinese create a gold rush as property prices crash in China. So I could not actually find this article, but somebody did reprint it here in this blog. The Chinese people have started a gold rush as property crashes. Sales of gold, silver, and jewelry have been brisk for months, defying wobbles to the Chinese economy centered around the protracted crisis in the property market. After months of stagnation, the gold market sprung to life on March the 1st. Prices broke the December record on Tuesday and have been rising steadily since then. So essentially an article just saying that the Chinese people are now flocking to gold because property prices are in free fall. And I will link this in the description of the video. I just thought I'd bring it up in case you guys were interested in reading the full thing. And again, all the links are in the description of the video. So whatever you see here on my screen when I'm doing my videos, I do put these tabs, I do link these tabs in the description of the video for you guys. But anyway, let's move along. XRP crypto news here, posting this. So another prediction from another trader, the founder of Alpha Husky Club, he says XRP is going to pump hard. And I mean, you know, he's not the only one here. This is coming from King Karan, the founder of the Alpha Husky Club, a non-fungible token project on the XRP ledger. He says XRP has been one of the top performers over the last 90 days, even though, you know, we can take a look at this chart here, and I saw this a couple of days ago, but I don't know. It was just kind of depressing to see XRP down here at only 6.8%. But guys, that is exactly what XRP does. If you've been through these markets in the past, you know this. XRP pumps last and fast. The only cryptocurrency that has performed worse than XRP is XMR, Monero. And all these other cryptocurrencies have done better. And Floki, number one here, up 588.5%. It's very close to 589 if you ask me. And I guess that would be in the last 90 days. But guys, the chart is set up to pump hard. He projected the coin would pump hardest, considering it is behind the majority of coins profiled in the top 50. According to a chart shared by King Karan, XRP has grown 6.8% over the last 90 days. As I mentioned, Monero is the only worst performer there. On top of the list is Floki. And so they mentioned some other cryptocurrencies there too. King Karan did not give a price forecast or a timeline. But other market experts, however, have always issued forecasts. But that's okay. I mean, he's not giving a forecast. That's totally fine. Just taking a look at this chart, I mean, just taking a look at this setup, super, super, super bullish. And now that we've seen that recent pump, right, on Monday going up to 74 cents, you guys can see here traders are testing this level, and we have not broken through that yet. But once we do, next stop, 94 cents. So it is good that we are moving in this direction, obviously, and not this direction. This would be a terrible sign. I couldn't imagine a scenario where we're moving downwards unless it was another lawsuit by the SEC or something stupid like that. So there you guys have it. I mean, Nike swoosh pattern still very, very much intact and looking as healthy as ever. Now it's just that pump to the upside. We're waiting for that last pump to move to new all-time highs. Dogecoin also in the spotlight again from its number one fan, Elon Musk. Tesla will enable Doge payments at some point. Doge to the moon. This coming from Doge Designer here on Twitter. I didn't realize Elon came back out promoting Dogecoin. Listen to this.
When can you buy a Tesla with Dogecoin? Well, at some point, I think we should enable that. You can buy Tesla Motes with Doge, which is cool. So Dogecoin to the moon. In fact, a lot of people maybe don't know the reason that I actually ended up sort of, somewhat endorsing Dogecoin was when I was walking around the factory at Tesla. Some people were just, they were working the line, like not rich people or anything. And they said, can you please support Doge? And then also, I was at SpaceX and also just, walking the factory, and some regular guys just said, hey, can you support Doge? And I was like, you know what? Doge is the people's crypto, so I will support it because lots of rich people were supporting Bitcoin, but I was like, but the people in the line want me to support Doge, I will support Doge. So Doge is for you.
Doge is for you, according to Elon Musk. A very nice story there. I like that story. I just want to bring up the Dogecoin chart here because, the influence of celebrities like Elon Musk cannot be denied on, cryptocurrencies like Dogecoin. This is a prime example of a coin that has seen a lot of traction over the last couple of weeks now. Just based on hype and speculation alone, we're seeing about a 114% rise just in the last 2 weeks for Dogecoin. So, guys, this is why you have to diversify. Do not get too precious about any one cryptocurrency. Going to keep moving along. When it comes to the Ripple SEC lawsuit, below is the revised schedule for the remedies briefing. This coming from James K. Filan. So number one, we got the SEC's opening brief, and that is due on March the 22nd. So that is coming up fairly soon. Coincidentally, the same day the AMM is being released. Ripple's opposition brief is due then on April the 22nd, around the time of the Bitcoin halving. And then number three, they push this schedule. The SEC's reply brief is due on May the 6th, 2024. So this is the new briefing schedule here for the remaining portion of the Ripple SEC lawsuit. And it is interesting, these key dates, March the 22nd, April, somewhere in around the halving, April 22nd as well. And we have had, several price predictions regarding XRP. We do know that, the technicals do still have to play out. We still do have to get above key levels of resistance before we can confirm anything really. The biggest one here, guys, the 94-cent mark roughly, and then getting up past $1.32. And then from there, I think blast off is going to occur. It's usually these two first Fibonacci levels that are the hardest to break through. And I mean, if they do line up with these dates or not, I mean, we could call it a coincidence or convenient timing. At the end of the day, I think we just want to see the price finally pump. Anyway, wanted to thank James K. Filan for posting that. Guys, happen to see this too from Mr. Man. The Axology project, powered by XRP Ledger technology, aligns with the regulatory framework set out by the Markets in Crypto Assets, or the MiCA regulations, and the European Banking Authority. And this is scheduled to come out, or rather for stablecoins, it's scheduled to come out June 30th, 2024. Technology and security. The XRP Ledger has its advantages. Fast settlement. So the XRP Ledger finalizes transactions within 3 to 5 seconds, which is significantly quicker than most blockchain technologies. For example, Bitcoin takes up to 10 minutes. This rapid settlement provides users with time-efficient issuance, management, and trading, leading to a more fluid and flexible operations. So again, part of the Axology project, one of those more recent developments that we've seen on the XRP Ledger. But note too that it is all regulatory compliant. All these projects, in my opinion, are angling to be used at scale in a real-world setting. The Axology project, no different. But an interesting observation here from Mr. Man, the fact that they are in line with the MiCA regulations for the European Banking Authority. And for them, that stablecoin regulation is going live June 2024, so just around the corner. Subjective Views also noticed this. Okay, Ripple partner Accenture is highlighted as a top leader in the latest International Data Corporation MarketScape Blockchain Services 2024 evaluation. So Accenture was one of those first Ripple partners, one of the first VC funders, too, of Ripple Labs. The IDC is the premier global provider of market intelligence, advisory services, and events for the IT, telecommunications, and consumer tech markets. According to the IDC, Accenture stands out for its ability to convene industry leaders, create innovative business models, and provide top-tier domain experience in blockchain technology. So they are one of the big guys in the space. Of course, one of the early, considering they were one of the early funders, they probably know a lot more about blockchain companies than some of these other guys who have come onto the scene later. The latest assessment report recognizes Accenture's focus on driving business transformation through blockchain, with over 1,200 projects underway, over 550 of which are already live. Check out the top listed partners that are aimed to help them drive industry-wide adoption of blockchain technology. So you guys can see the list down here, and some of those partners quite remarkable. Check this out. Accenture is named a leader in IDC MarketScape Worldwide Blockchain Services 2024 vendor assessment. Some of the partners down here, Accenture has a strong partnership across protocols and consortiums. To name a few, R3, Digital Assets, Ripple, the World Economic Forum, Hyperledger, Digital Dollar Project, Global Blockchain Business Council, Open Wallet Foundation, Digital Pound Foundation, which is also partnered up with Ripple as well, Confidential Computing Consortium, International Organization for Standardization, or the ISO organization, International Committee for Information Technology Standards, International Air Transport Association, trust over IP, and many more. So some of these organizations are regulatory bodies. They are the the go-tos for crypto regulation, and some are just, well, you got the World Economic Forum on the list. And then there's Ripple and R3 just to round it out. So some great news there coming from Ripple partner Accenture. Wanted to thank Subjected Views for posting that. Now, we've also got this, guys, the one. We were given the timeline years ago, and I don't know if you guys remember, but 2025, basically at the end of this bull run, could this be when we see this utility? If you go to my profile and search 2025, there's information, opinions, and debates pointing to 2025 as the year of adoption. And so the one here on Twitter did post a few screen grabs from his Twitter profile as early as 2022. Once the transition has taken place, they will all sound like me and will claim they've been saying it all along. I will then fade away on Twitter with a smile. This handle will speak for itself to those who took the time to read the rationalizations of an anonymous avatar. Even Charles Hoskinson was saying that 2025 is going to be the largest bull run we've ever seen.
It makes me sad, though, because 2025, in addition to being the largest bull market we're likely to see, is also going to be the largest set of scams we've ever seen in the history of the space. I'm making a video. I'm talking to you. This is the real Charles Hoskinson. Within 12 months to 24 months, multimodal AI with large language models will grow to the extent that somebody's going to make a video that looks like this, my voice, my face, looks real, and it's AI created. And what I'm saying can be anything the AI makes me want to say. Some people will use this for fun and make me talk about purple leprechauns with yellow hats. Other people are going to use this to say I'm giving away money, or you should invest in something, or that you should trust something, or that I've resigned from some position to manipulate the market. They'll even do dark and twisted things, like say I have cancer, or I'm going to prison, or something like that. Why? Because they want to short sell the market and create a disruption. And they know as a public figure, a small window of time can create cascading problems and consequences. And even after the record's been corrected, the damage is already done. The value's already been stolen. They're going to do this across the board with every public figure in the cryptocurrency space using generative AI. Vitalik Buterin, Brad Garlinghouse, every single figure down the board, they're going to impersonate and attempt to steal money, and some people are going to fall for it.
So just kind of solidifying this fact that we do need to be careful moving through this bull run, because the technology is getting more and more sophisticated to the point where, there are going to be more scams. And this is why I always say, guys, keep your cryptocurrency safe. Since we did hit 100,000 subscribers, I will be giving away 2 Ledger Nanos, by the way. But you do have to be subscribed by the end of the month. I will be giving them away at the beginning of April, just to let you guys know. And so, it's just a thanks to you guys for helping me hit 100,000 subscribers. Conversely, if you'd really just want a way to store your cryptocurrency on cold storage, I do also have an affiliate link. So you can just purchase one if you don't want to wait. I do have an affiliate link in every video that I do. It is in the description of every video. You can use it if you want. You don't have to use it. What Charles Hoskinson is saying, we do have to be very, very careful, and more careful this time around than ever, because 2025 is going to be the largest bull market. Just kind of bringing me back to this original point here. We do have the timelines too that have been outlined over the years. According to the BIS report and available timelines, 2025 was always that mature phase end date. You are likely correct in your assumption. Perceived problems in the legacy system, it appears it will be addressed individually, allowing for targeted testing in live environments. And I'm sure all you guys remember this chart that was continually being updated over the last several years. I have yet to see someone guesstimate the timeline correctly. This is another post here from the one, myself included. But as I have stated previously, the WEF projects 2025. Unless there is a quickening due to some form of incompetence, that timeline seems about right to me. Bringing me to this June 2022 report from the World Economic Forum, Future Focus 2025. And if you do a quick search for blockchain, you guys can see here many times they do discuss the development in AI and blockchain. For example, cryptocurrency and digitalized government services are reshaping corruption risks and anti-corruption mechanisms. And again, this is from their Vision 2025 report. So this entire report is on, how they see the future changing by the year 2025. Again, we have that year here. So over here too, an expanding field of deploying regulatory technologies known as RegTech, okay, leverages emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence and blockchain to improve the efficiency and effectiveness of regulatory processes. Again, the WEF want to use this for nefarious means. And then the metaverse refers to a set of concepts and trends some experts believe represent the next major computing platform. And here they also talk about blockchain technology. So again, I will leave this in the description of the video, more so to just point out the fact that 2025, this is the date that the elites are eyeing. This is the date that comes up time and time again. We are going to be in the height of the bull market. So when it comes to XRP, guys, this is from Ian Binns. Here's proof the whole lawsuit was just a handbrake, and the Crypto Sniper basically echoes this sentiment. XRP gets sued and stifled, yet BNB coin gets sued and is on eagle wings. So an interesting thing to point out here, when we take a look at BNB coin, it does not look like the performance of BNB coin has been stifled one bit. This is the Binance coin, even though Binance is now under the microscope of the SEC. Since just October 2023, we have already seen Binance coin go up about 200%. So things that make you go, for sure. Then, of course, he compares it to the December 2020 lawsuit for Ripple XRP, when we did see that volatility in price, trying to keep XRP down. Probably, if you believe in that conspiracy, the market sniper here, Francis Hunt, also brought this up, okay? By the way, this is the guy that is predicting a $16 to $17 XRP at the top of the bull run. I will link a video. I just kind of went over his prediction yesterday. I'll link that video up here if you guys didn't catch it. But here's what he's saying about this bull run this time around. Listen to this.
If we just got up to the halfway mark here in the dominance, if you can make on 1 million XRP, that sum of money on a single move on the weekly time frame of the XRP dominance, what do you think it can do for you if it gets up to 6.5% again? What if it's super spiked to the other side? Man, these guys have a plan for us, and you know what it is, CBDCs, and you know the railways and the company that courted them from the very get-go. It's going to play a role. This whole SEC thing was like a rev limiter in the last bull market. It kept it down. It comes back double in this one. That's how I see it playing out potentially, and that's what we've tended to say.
The SEC lawsuit like a rev limiter for XRP, which means now that the rev limiter has been removed, XRP price is going to soar in this bull run. And so that is Francis Hunt's opinion. Of course, we got to look towards the real world utility coming at the end of the bull run 2025. I think this is going to help the price too of XRP get to the moon. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always like hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.